So, Gixer, what are your thoughts on Lincoln Riley leaning hard into the portal for a new QB next year? Who will start next year? Well, first off, so Maava has these next few games, right, to get these. This is Maava's audition, whether it's going to be at USC or whether he leaves in the portal. And again, I don't know. I'm not making any predictions there, but like this is his chance. And so, we'll know a lot more, I think, after these next few games. And of course, beating USC is important, not just because it's the damn Bruins, and it's the game, one of the two games that you have to win if you're at USC, but also because it's their likely path to a bowl game, right? If USC loses here, then you have to beat Notre Dame to get a bowl. Getting a bowl bid, again, I'm not excited about the bowl game that USC is going to play. It's going to be the Weed Whacker Bowl, that fifth tier of bowl games. But the point is, you get those bowl practices. The coaching staff can develop the younger guys going into spring ball. That's the value of getting this bowl bid. It's not going to be the bowl itself. It's just going to be the chance for player development to occur. So that's part of the significance of this UCLA game. So assuming that USC can get a bowl, Maava would not only get these next two games, but then he would also have the bowl game as well. And then USC can see, where it sits in terms of 2025. But if Maava does really well, he will. Going to battle with him as the QB1 doesn't seem like a bad outcome. Now, we have the Julian Lewis decommit and the Husan Longstreet commitment. You don't want to bank on your freshman being the guy in 2025. I think you would want Maava to stay. It really is contingent on how well does Maava play. If he locks down the QB1, then there would seem to be no reason for him to leave. That if he's going to get the keys to the offense in 2025, why would he want to leave? But maybe he will. Maybe he will. I mean, we don't know. But I think having Maava, if he's getting crucial reps right now, Gixer. So the idea that he's going to be flawless in these games, probably not realistic. He made some mistakes against Nebraska. He's probably going to still make some mistakes against UCLA and especially against Notre Dame, but you're beginning to see the upside, right? So if we still see that upside and we still see, flashes of what Maava can be, I think you take that into 2025 and you say, we could get back to having a real Lincoln Riley offense. I mean, real's not the best word, a full Lincoln Riley offense, right? The full playbook. Maava as a drop back passer, but Maava also as a runner, as a guy on RPOs and option oriented plays. You have a fuller playbook with Maava compared to what you had with Miller Moss. So I don't necessarily think that we should assume USC needs a portal quarterback. And I would say, Gixer, that the big thing is USC needs that premium veteran lockdown offensive tackle in the portal. The guy who was Bobby Haskins for the 2022 team. Let's remember that USC whiffed on its portal acquisitions on the offensive line last year. Jarrett Kingston. Pregnon wasn't good last year. He's become good this year, but last year he wasn't all that good. Ethan White medically retired. Never played a snap for USC coming over from Florida. So that was a washout. And the other portal pickups last year, they never amounted to anything. And USC wasn't able to get that veteran tackle in this 2024 offseason. And again, I can't say it enough. And I know that Jeff Rodriguez and some of our other loyal viewers here at the Voice of College Football, they've said this too. So I'm not at the forefront of this. I just agree with Jeff Rodriguez and some of our other loyal viewers here at the Voice of College Football. I agree that, man, if you have that veteran elite tackle, someone who didn't need to be coached from scratch the way the other young offensive linemen have needed to be, if you had that veteran proven offensive tackle to hold down his spot while the younger guys were coached up and brought along, you could have had so much more consistency and continuity on this offensive line. And we talked a lot in the offseason, about does USC need to shell out the money for that premium offensive tackle? And with the benefit of hindsight, we can debate, we can revisit what we said in April and May of this year. But with the benefit of hindsight, we can certainly sit here now in late November and say, yeah, USC needed to make that investment in a premium offensive tackle. So Gixer, I would say, if you're giving me a choice, quarterback or offensive tackle, it has to be offensive tackle. You have to just have a guy you can just put on that tackle spot and he'll lock it down the whole season, and you can develop the other guys on that offensive line that aren't as experienced, that need more teaching. And like Elijah Page, he's come along this year. He was really good against Nebraska, got a really high grade. I saw Trojan Blades tweets and analysis. It was spot on, but you can't expect younger players to be instant factors early in the season, that you hope that they will grow and evolve over the course of the year, as Elijah Page has done. But you need those veterans in September and early October. You need guys who can just hold it down. There's no question about what they're going to do, whether they're going to carry out their assignment. And let's just engage in this brief hypothetical. Let's say USC had that elite veteran portal tackle against Michigan, against Minnesota. Then you're not having those crucial, high leverage, high stakes, late game possessions getting blown up with your offensive line, not being able to, block on a shovel pass against Michigan, not being able to block the outside pass rush from Minnesota, which created that killer Miller Moss interception, which really was the whole turning point of USC's season. You have that veteran offensive tackle locked in, no worries. He's going to get the job done in September and early October. That's transformative for your season. And then the young guys, as the season goes along into late October, early November, they get better. But you have veterans to anchor that line in the first half of the season. I think we can see the economy here. We can see the alchemy of all of this. And so that's where USC on offense, that's where USC needs to lean into the portal, offensive tackle, and then on defense, it's just beefing up that line. Because the injuries shoot up the front four, and you can never have too many bodies, and so the Trojans are going to have to get some portal pickups there as well.